Hello everyone who just wants to go pung 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 pung. I am BorderWise and welcome back to TiredWise. Whoops, nope, it's from the depths. I'm pooped. I want to have fun, so we're gonna have some fun. So this is a PAC minigun I made for giggles. It is very bad. It has 4 very short packs, particle cannons on a spin block. It goes rotatey and it goes, well, each one has a 1 second rotation and, well, and staggered fire. And it's a little minigun and it's great fun. I want today make a bigger and improved version of this with not 4 barrels but 8 barrels. I mean, 6 barrels would be ideal, but that's actually kind of hard. So the Marauder will of course be helping us in our inquiries. I'm not sure why I said inquiries. And yes, it has all 4 damage types because why the hell not? The damage, by the way, is pathetic, even when overclocked. Let's see, what was this? That is impact. The damage is almost done. The damage is basically nothing. EMP, about 400. Explosive, about 700. And piercing, about 360. This is pretty bad against anything but the smallest targets. So, we're just going to delete the Marauder, delete this turret, and make an even bigger and better one. And that's going to be the Giggles. So, hopefully... Is that saying up correctly? Yes, it is. So, hopefully, I can show you the process for making this. So, to start off with, we're going to go from scratch with that PAC thing. So, first things first, we're going to start with light blocks. Why? Because they're very convenient. So, verting first, we'll wear that spin block. Spin block like that. And we're going to name it. It's going to be... this one is going to be... What's this one going to be? This one is going to be PAC Minigun. It's going to be Minigun. I remember how to do this. And then we're going to have... Let's see. Let's see. Do I want to? I think I do want to. Right. Part of the struggle with this is that I am completely fried right now, and as we all know, that's great. Absolutely freaking great for trying to do anything in From the Depths, is to be very sleep deprived when you do it. So, that looks like that. And it looks like... I might have to think about what I'm doing. Hold on. No, this isn't the one I should name. No, that is the one I should name. Alright, so the first thing I need to do, actually, is have... That is the one we name as the spin blocky thing. And we're going to have a different one over here. This one is not going to rotate. This one's going to be locked. And this is the one where we're going to have this, and we're going to have that, and we're going to angle control this to 45 degrees. And hopefully what this does is will allow us to essentially thread packs through each other. So technically this is a form of clipping and is very, very naughty. And hopefully it works well, as it should in my brain. Let's do this, and that. And if all goes according to plan... Let's see, will this go according to plan is the question. Okay, so then there's going to be another one over there. And that'll hopefully be very good. And how long do we want to make this is the question. Also, I'm using poles here just because, I don't know, I like poles. I understand not everyone does. Especially Sean, the developer, who seems to hate them. Sean being the community manager of Building Skies Limited. I think he's sick and tired of them. I think, fair enough. Sometimes you find polls appalling. That was the worst joke I've ever made. Please forgive my entire body. Trying to remember. Yes. Okay. So this can only work by the fact that if you put a spin block with weapons on it on a turret, whatever local weapon controller is controlling that turret can still control the weapons on the spin block. That is important. So we're going to go. Alright, so cone alloy and hide original mesh, and that should be good. Yes, perfect. And also for giggly giggles, Alright, so I'm going to set that up later, but I am going to set up this. So, unfortunately, like, overclock is basically required for this, because, like, the damage is going to be really pathetic to begin with, and these packs are not very big. Like, do not, if you want a particle cannon that actually functions well, I would not do this if I were you. And that is what I want to do. I'm going to go around here, so we've got impact, EMP, piercing, explosive shock. I like explosive shock. I'm the kind of weirdo who tends to gravitate towards the thing in games that is, like, not very good and, like, not meta. Hence canoes, hence crams, stuff like that. Not just from the depths, it's in other games as well. I don't know why I'm wired like this. I want to make the things that don't work well. And yeah, I don't know why I'm like this. Someone please send help. Alright, so now that we've done that, okay, so we're going to take this. I'm actually just going to take this to start off with. And so that is the one we want, and then we're going to do, we can probably extend later if we so choose. So there's that, and that, and that. This is why we're using light blocks, by the way, because it'll be very convenient for us. And da-da-da-da-da. And also, thank goodness for... Yep, that's going to be 8 of them. This isn't going to be as circular as I was hoping for. But you know what? It's okay. We live and learn. Just as Sonic the Hedgehog taught us all those many, many moons ago. Alright, let's see. Let's do this, and I'm going to do that. Oh no, this is going to be pretty circular. Hooray! Nice! Nice. And yeah, but also this thing is going to have no durability whatsoever. No bueno, but were you expecting bueno? I got news for you, hey. This is not how you make a frickin' particle can— oh no, that wasn't the correct rotation. It wasn't the correct rotation at all. Alright, how do... Okay, this is... There we go. That's what we want. Oh, that looks sweet as hell. Technically not clipping, but also, that, like, you know, no, you try and claim anything on a technicality, you're going to run into trouble. Okay, so we got this. We're going to go back over here. What is this? That is a 4-meter tube. And we're going to do that. Gonna do that. Gonna do... what else? So what else we're going to do? Going to do that, and also gonna do that, and gonna do that as well. And while we are here, we're just gonna we're gonna do like very like we're doing the applique armor thing, which is basically when you have armor and like this is bare minimum armor. Like, if you're walking in bear country, this is the level of like armor, I guess. I don't know. I don't make any sense. I don't make sense. Listen, I'm sleep drunk. I'm making a PAC minigun. You think I'm obligated to make sense? I'm not. I'm absolutely not obligated to make any sense at all. You chose to click on this, and thank you so much for doing so. Thank you for serving to justify my madness. There we go. Oh, light blocks are so convenient. Light blocks are one of those things I never use enough, really. And also, I'm going to... so we got impact. I'm just gonna go... ring-a-ring-a-rosy around here. EMP... No, shut up, phone. Whoops, I set a timer on my phone, and then promptly forgot. That's where I am in my life right now. I am setting timers on phones and forgetting all about it. Okay then, so now we've done that, and we need staggered fire, and like, yeah, okay, good. Okay, good. So that is, hold on, is this the thing that is called the name? That is changed to minigun, perfect. And so, if I set this to continuous, I set that to rotate the whole thing. Le rotates. Beautiful. And I'm just going to set that to rotate to angle. Back to there. Turn that off for a second because we don't want to set it rotating just yet. I'm also going to save my frickin' progress. PAC Minigun 2. PAC Boogaloo. Because of course. Alright, so we got that. I'm going to actually build the turret first. Now that I think about it. Again, this is not a good weapon. Lots of tiny packs. We're doing this for giggles. Because giggles is fun. Ever had giggles? They're great fun. And this is the magic moment where we can pull. I'm just going to make sure that I've clicked the right sub-object. That's very important. And click. And turn that off. Now we're going to make a little turret. Gonna make a little turret. Alright, so the little turret is gonna look like this. And we're going to have some of this. Once again, do this. Nice and insulated. No burping. Burping is illegal. For me, you can burp as much as you like. I shall not judge. I shall not judge you. Do I want this to be sunk into the deck? Hold on, how big is this? It's pretty big. Yeah. That'll do. Okay then. Alright. I forgot something important here. Actually, no, I didn't. I think we're fine. Alright. Just going to... Yeah, this is going to be big and unwieldy, and there's no real way around it. So we're just gonna go like this, just gonna go like this, just gonna go like this, so yeah. 2, 3, nope. Nope. There we go. So we've got a 5x5 lump, and a 5x5 lump, 5x5 lump, and I think I'm doing myself. Something like this, and then a 5x5 lump in all directions, and single blocks, highly illegal, do not recommend. Dumpty dum. That's definitely not a problem. And once again, BK to smooth things out. That local weapon controller definitely isn't gonna get annihilated. At least if you plan to use something like this, it's best to put it on something that is, like, super evasive, and hopefully... I don't know. You know what? It's best to put it on a fortress that, like, you happen to have stuck God mode on. So let's figure out where exactly does the magic happen, because we want a one-axis turret there, and this is going to just sit here so we can see what we're doing. It's gonna look like that, it's gonna look like that, it's gonna look like that, oh yeah. Okay then, so now we're gonna go here, and this is technically part of the whole shebang, and this is not actually what we want. We want... Yes, we want something like... this, and something like this, and then get rid of that. Just gotta remember that's like that. Putting heavy armor here is probably not the smartest. Oops, probably not the smartest thing to do anyway. I'm doing this in the wrong order, so it's like that, and then we're going to have a elevation on the turret over here, then it's going to go over here, go back over here, delete this, because that was literally just guidelines. Thank goodness for the whole, Thank goodness for the whole backspace turning off connection checks thing, because that's actually very useful. Alright, so we go here, and that slots in there, and now we have that little turret-y thing there. Now we're going to have mate. Have to hope this doesn't get something like that. Okay. Then, not sure why I'm bothering to use heavy armor given the front of this is so delicate anyway. Right, so now this should aim like so. Beautiful. Beautiful. This isn't even taking that long. It's almost like I've done this before. Alright, actually this needs to be a 2-meter beam. I'm gonna make it a pole again. This is purely to annoy Sean. Sean, if you're watching, love you, dude. Hope you're doing well. Oh boy. Nah, it's mostly just to fit the vibe. The Vibbies. Delicious Vibbies. Have you ever had Vibbies? They're delicious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we could do that. We shall do that. Why did I bother with alloy here? That seems kind of ridiculous, honestly. Alright, and now we're gonna do 1, 2. Okay, that's not what we wanted. Okay, so that looks all good. I'm gonna hop back over here. And just for giggles, we're just gonna do... What are we gonna do? We're gonna do that. Yeah, this definitely isn't a horribly vulnerable piece of equipment. If I do that, brace your ears. Kablooey. Ah, I forgot to set different colors on them. Damn it. Okay. Well, no worries. We can do that in a hot second. This is completely unarmored, and that simply will not do. It will not do at all. Alright. Going to have wedges. Actually, heavy armor beams. Because now we've made Sean the developer angry, now we need to make him happy. Because that's how the things work. So, there. Is this going to clip? It shouldn't. It will not. Oh, Sean's going to be so happy. Oh, he's going to be the happiest chappy. Probably. I don't know. Like, comment, and subscribe if you know what makes Sean happy. Also like, comment, and subscribe if you know what makes you happy. Also like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't found true happiness yet, but are working on it. That is the only valid answer, by the way. I will not accept people giving up on finding true happiness. That's silly. You owe it to yourself to find true happiness. You are not allowed to cry about it. Alright, so now gotta stick some detection here. I don't have to, I just feel like it. My first little PAC minigun had a kind of silly hat on it. I don't want to do a silly hat this one. Also, I don't know why I'm doing this. This is what happens. I kind of half turn my brain off for stuff like this. If you have like a rubber mat or so, something like that, to insulate your wee turret, it is actually kind of helpful. I don't know why I'm bothering with this, but I am, so I am. This is definitely the PAC turret of all time. And yep, that's for some reason. I'm gonna just put heavy armor on the front. Again, not the smartest. Don't recommend it personally. Surely this won't be horribly expensive. Like, it's weirdly cheap for what it is, but you know, yeah, I don't know. I'm just here making a little silly thing. Sometimes you gotta make a little silly thing. Also, heat shells will just go ha, and they will kill this instantly. So just be aware of that. And we're gonna put some metal around there. And gonna have specifically colored glass. What was that? That was 5. That is usually what I use for gray. I actually tend to find that slightly blue glass fits better in with like heavy armor and metal, so that's what we're doing. This thing has ears. We're mostly done here. This thankfully didn't take that long. Now I just need to finagle here. So impact. What color do we want impact? Impact. We're gonna keep that white. We're gonna go here. Impact. EMP, we of course need to make that bright blue. Alright, also, I just remembered we need to set up the staggered fire. So, 1... These things have a 1 second charge time, so pardon my terrible maths, I'm going to calculate what that is. 1 divided by 8 equals 0.125. Okay, let's see if we can even do that with staggered fire. So that's ID 5, ID 1, ID 5... 1, 2, 5. Okay, we'll just do 1, 2, I guess. And we'll do 24.48. And now I've really done it. Because I need to type that in all over again because of the specific order I've done this in. So that's 5, that's 1. Scatter lens we're just leaving as white. So next is EMP. Hold on. Synchronization, can we... Nope. Do we have a tool for this? We do not. So, alright. Just gonna have to do it the hard way. Alright, so ID 5, ID 1. Alright, so ID 1, ID 7, ID 1. What was it? 2. Oops. 1, 2. 24.48, and that's going to be blue. Dabba dee dabba die. Like, comment, subscribe if you get that reference. And hold on. 97. There we go. This is the fiddly part. Okay, then 1, 2, 24.48. This is going to be blue because it's EMP. Yeah. EMP, piercing is going to be... Let's make piercing green because that's fun. And that's ID 4, so we're going to go ID 4, 1, 2, 4.48. If I was smart, I would edit this out, but I'm not going to. Haha. Green, and yeah, I could copy and paste that because why would I do that? That's ID 8. ID 8, 1, 2, and 24, and 0.48 for no particular reason. When it gets out of sync, that can kind of drive you nuts, but it'll be fine. ID... Okay, so that was ID 8, ID 2. Did I remember to set piercing? No, I didn't. Aha! Aha! You fool! Right. And then the explosive ones are going to be red, so that's 2, and then 6. So, 2, whoops. 2.12, 24.48. Lovely, lovely. Going to be red, and it's going to do very little damage because it's explosive impact, and it's here basically for emotional support, and for when we hit things that are actually squishy. Okay, that's good, and that's ID 6, ID 3, so it's going to go ID 6, 1, 2, 24.48, lovely, lovely, and the color is going to be red, and we could set this to, we're going to try and be cute here, actually, so, over here, where there's these little 2 blocks, I'm going to, remember we named that spin block? We named it for a reason, so condition is enemy range, there's no enemy within blah blah blah, it's going to control that spin block. Where is it? Spin block, set rotation speed in continuous mode, it's going to set that to 0. Target and action, gun. It needs to do that. Lolly good. And we're going to set that to... There's an enemy within blah blah blah. We're going to set the rotation to 1 full rotation per second. So not super fast. Or we could set it to... Hold on, let's set the rotation to... That's... 1. 1 radius per second. What we want to do is we want to set it faster than that. Let's set it to something really fast, just for giggles, and see what it looks like. 8 shots a second. 8 shots a second. Let's set it to 8, just for giggles. I don't know. Let's try that. Alright, so let's do... Also, very important, we need to do this. Very good. Very good. Very good indeed. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. Let's now see if it works. Let's just spawn in. Let's do that, and let's set the distance to be like 500 or something, because that'll be funny. Let's spawn in... What did I forget here? I don't think I forgot anything, right? Spawn in just a bunch of planes and see what this looks like. Oh, that's not working at all. Oh dear. Alright, what's going wrong here? Okay, then... Alright, what was this? Alright, so... Power cannons, minimum delay, maximum waiting time. Let's try it again, let's see... Nope. It's too even. Okay, we need to do something slightly different here. I think probably slowing down the stagger. Okay then, so... What was the number 1? I think number 8 was the one. Let's go find... Impact. So ID 5 is the first one. ID 1. Let's make it simpler. Let's do this. Let's actually just set the maximum waiting time to like 1 second. I think also what might have... Actually, hold on. Let's try this again. Let's just have it spin less, because like if it spins too fast, it might be messed up. So let's try a more gentle spin. Way more gentle spin. See what happens. Alright, we got a nice rainbow effect, but it's not working as intended. Thanks to self. Synchronized fire is always something I've kind of struggled with. Never really got the hang of it. Let's do this. Is this going to put things back where... Nope. ID 5. Alright, so it needs to be divided by 8. Okay. Alright, I might speed through this next bit because I'm just gonna mess around with this synchronized fire and try and get something good. Oh, that was easy. Oh, beautiful. That's actually exactly what I wanted. Unfortunately, a whole bunch of them are firing uselessly off into... Wow, that's actually impressive. How are you doing that? Also, the duster just killed us. We just got killed by one duster. I hope everyone's okay with this. Also, just occurred to me, let's do this. We need to set the fail-safe to... Whoops, nope. Fail-safe radius to 0, because hit scan. Let's... Right. That's pretty cool. We like that. We like that a lot. Alright, let's see what's happening here. There's probably an interesting bug. That's interesting what's happening there. I have a plan. I have an enormous plan. I have an enormous enormous plan. It's a plan. Which ones are... I'm going to assume... Right, we are going to stick a heavy armor pole right here. That is a 3-meter pole. Right. So we're gonna have one of these. And I think, whoops. Right, so one of these, and this is gonna have a slightly higher priority. Set that to that, and also have a heavy armor pole that is 2 meters. Definitely won't mess this up, because we got PACs which are not firing in the correct way. So hopefully that will help a bit. Let's try that again. There we go. I'm so happy that's... This is very satisfying. Oh, it took half an hour. Look at that. Very distinctive sound. I love that. There are mods that change the sound. What is it? I think there's some kind of mod that changes the sound effects of PAC. I'm curious to see... I'm curious as to what that sounds like. Ah well, I'll be putting this on the workshop for people to use. Hang on a minute. Maybe we could... Let's see what happens if we can spin that faster. If this spins at max velocity... Let's set it to 10 and see if it can still hit anything. Let's do that. It can! Just fine, actually. Hell yeah. It's actually, like, here's the thing. It's not great. A proper PAC could one-shot a Paraiba. Whee! Very satisfying as well. Taste the frickin' rainbow. Happy Pride, you bastard! Also, in case you're wondering what aim point settings I'm using, it needs to focus on cluster for 60 frames for like 60 seconds, otherwise it can't really do anything. Yay! We've made a gay rainbow gun, and it's very fun. Oh, hell yeah, that's very satisfying. That actually genuinely sounds like really sci-fi. I really like that. Yeah, like I said, like pretty terrible stats. Actually, what is this? What is this like? Oh, I mean, assuredly against something that's better armored, this is not gonna do well at all. But you know, it's worth a shot. It also is very energy inefficient, so. Let's throw it against a rook, which is actually made of metal properly. Yeah, also the damage fall-off over distance is bad. Oh, yeah, I should mention I use scatter packs because they're only 1 block wide. And they have better damage over distance than short-range lenses. So, yeah, that's my reasoning. Wow, I should probably use this on something because this looks and feels very good to use, I do have to say. Yeah, it's taken forever to kill a rook. Whee! Right, so pretty crap main weapon, I say, but like not a bad secondary, although honestly, like I've said more than once in this video, you almost certainly want to make PACs better than this. Treat yourself and your particle cannons better. Alright, I'm not even going to try and bother and, like, attack the singularity with this. That would be very silly. Also, yeah, just like, lots of small EMP jolts tend to be better than one big one. Just because of, like, how EMP damage propagates. We're probably going to AI dead this thing. Whee! Very nice. Turned off a rook. What is the ultimate thing? This thing will probably tear through flying squirrels really quickly, so let's just play around with that. Where is it? Let's go here, let's have a flying squirrel. We are in alpha test, by the way. Oh yeah, and the target prio is just whatever's closest. Now I am curious. Wow, yep, it does a flying squirrel real nice. If you fire, like, this many subatomic particles that fast, that is very satisfying. Oof. How about some ICBMs? I know I'm just mucking around at this point, but, like, yeah, no, you know, we've made a fun thing. Let's have 4 ICBMs. Let's see what happens. Unfortunately, ICBMs are kind of a pain in the ass to shoot down. Never mind. Got 1. Got 2. Got 3. Got 4. Nice! That was really cool! I liked that. What's the ultimate thing to fling at this? Probably twin guard drones. Alright, let's... what's the most annoying drones in the world? Let's just go here. There are no godly drones. The meek... Meek or valor? Or shock? Let's go for a meek swarm and see what happens. Let's see what this does to them. Oh yeah, these guys are going to be very irritating. What are they armed with? Oh, cheeky little sods. What the hell are they doing? Damn. Ironically, I think a PAC minigun like this would, probably fit in really well with the Twin Guard. Wow, it's doing it. Come closer, why don't you? Means the PACs do more damage. Oh yeah, wow. At short range, this is tearing through... This is tearing through these little guys wonderfully. Splendid. Oh yeah, I like this PAC gun. I like this PAC minigun. I think it is good. It's very on fire at the moment. Thank goodness for God mode. And it does just enough explosive damage to do terrible things to tiny targets. What's it going to do to this slightly bigger target? It's going to actually do pretty well against it. This thing is, not the sturdiest thing, but it's a bigger target. What's doing the most damage right now? Probably, yeah, Impact is doing the most damage, as expected. Actually, just before we go, I want to shoot a Jealousy with this thing. Not a Jealousy, what's it? Is it a Jealousy? Oh, it is a Jealousy, because it's a jellyfish. I remember. Also, I think this thing's AI is, like, right over here in the front. So if you just keep saturating it with EMP, eventually you're gonna cook it. I see rubber. I see rubber, I see fronts, I see lovely underparts. Yay! We can do it! We can do it, yes! Whee! Okay, this is taking too long. This is probably going to take approximately 1,000,000 billion years to take down a Jealousy, but, you know what? It's worth it. Okay, all vehicle types. Jealousy, the dreaded annoying octopus. Alright, so this thing is quite annoying. I believe in alpha test this thing was updated, so instead of a constantly spinning particle cannon carousel, it uses breadboard to, like, change the angle of that spin block. Which is pretty cool, honestly. Yep, nope, this is not super effective against a big armored target. It is doing it, kind of. Mostly the thump doing the work there, with a little bit of pierce. Although I am seeing... Ah, there's ERA happening in there. Fun fact about ERA, pretty useless against particle cannons. What is in there? Okay, I want to see bits and pieces. I mean, we are seeing bits and pieces. Alright. Taste the frickin'... Okay, you turn off for a second. For giggles. Alright, so this was super fun. I enjoyed this. This turned out very well, actually. That is screenshotty as balls. Look at that. Oh, and when the time slowed down, it works very well. Alright, so we figured out together how to make a PAC minigun. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Maybe I should put this on the... That's quite loud. I'm going to back off a little bit. Give the PAC some space, it's loud. So yeah, that was fun. So thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps, and there's fun perks in it for you. Like access to a Patreon-exclusive Discord, where fun things like this happen. And there's other perks at higher tiers, like me reviewing your craft, building craft for you, drawing stuff for you, and we're still streaming from the depths on Twitch. So go give the VOD channel a follow and the Twitch channel a follow as well. That'll be very nice. This thing is very loud. Yeah. Have a lovely day. Farewell. The ultimate counter to jellyfish. Rainbows!